Hello traders, you're welcome to this video and I welcome you back to the Forex Geek channel. In this video, we are going to be talking about scalping XAUUSD. Okay, we're going to be looking at one of the most exciting ways to trade gold. All right, if you have been struggling to find the best tools for quick and effective trades, then this video is for you. All right, by the end of this video, you'll know the indicator and the best setups that can help you make better scalping decisions when trading gold. All right, before we dive in, make sure to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our future trading content. Let us get started. Now, scalping is all about precision, all right? And with XAUUSD, price movements can be fast and unpredictable, right? So having the right tools is critical. Scalpers aim to capture small price changes over short time frames. For example, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 1 minute time frames, right? This makes it essential to use indicators that provide real-time insights into market trends and conditions. Now, after testing a range of options, we've identified a winning combination: the exponential moving average and the relative strength index. Okay, so let us explore why these indicators are perfect for XAUUSD scalping. I'm going to be adding both the 50 period EMA, right, and the 10 period EMA to the chart. These are the settings that we are going to be using, all right? Take note. And then I'm also going to add the relative strength index to the chart. Okay. Now, let us talk about the exponential moving average. The EMA is a trend following indicator that places more weight on recent price data, all right, making it more responsive to sudden market changes. For scalping XAUUSD, we recommend using 2 EMAs. Now, some traders might decide to use just one, right? And you know, when you have price drop below that particular EMA, you have a sell signal, and when you have price rise above that particular EMA, you have a buy signal. But I'm going to recommend using 2, okay? The 50 period EMA, which is this black line, and the 10 period EMA, which is this. I already added both of them to the chart. The 50 period EMA is used to identify the overall trend direction, and the 10 period EMA is for faster signals and potential entry points. So these are the functions of these EMAs in this strategy. Okay, so here's how it works. When the 10 EMA crosses above the 50 EMA, it signals a potential upward momentum. Conversely, when the 10 EMA crosses below the 50 EMA, it suggests bearish momentum. Now, this setup ensures you are trading in the direction of the trend, all right, the direction of the prevailing trend, reducing unnecessary risks. Now, because of that, it is better to use this setup in trending markets, because we can see at this point, when the market was ranging, you'll find out that the moving average was just moving sideways and the 10 EMA was just tangling with the 50 EMA. So this strategy is better suited for trending markets, like what we can see here, right? Like what we can see here is better suited for trending markets, okay? Now, let us talk about the relative strength index, right? The RSI measures the strength of price movements and identifies overbought and oversold conditions. For scalping, set your RSI to a 14 period default. You can see that the default setting is 14. So we're going to be using the 14 period, okay? If the RSI is above 70, right? If the RSI is above 70, the market may be overbought, signaling a potential reversal or pause, right? And if the RSI is below 30, the market might be oversold, indicating a potential bounce. Okay, when combined with the EMA, right? When combined with the EMA, the RSI helps you avoid false signals. Now, it's not as if the strategy is foolproof, okay? There could be false signals sometimes, right? Because there is no strategy that is 100% accurate, okay? But when you get extra confirmations, for example, combining the EMAs with the RSI, the chances of false signals tend to reduce, right? Because you are getting confirmations. For example, we can see that at this point, right, let us look for a very good example. Like I said, it's better to use a strategy in a trending market. So let us look for a very good trending example. Now we can see that we had a clear sell trend here, right? And at this point, let's look at this first. At this point, we had the EMA crossovers give us a sell signal, right? And at the time, the RSI was still trending downwards. Okay, it had not yet gotten into the oversold territory. The RSI had a crossover here, in as much as it didn't exactly get into the overbought territory properly, but it got very close to it and it curved down and started coming down. So that was already a sell signal from the RSI, but the confirmation from the moving averages happened around here when the RSI had already dropped below the 50 level. But dropping below the 50 level does not mean that oversold condition has come, right? It just shows that there is still bearish momentum, okay? And we can see that the pullback was represented by this curve upwards and RSI continued going down. So there was actually a confirmation of a bearish momentum here because the RSI continued going down. If bearish momentum had lost steam, perhaps the RSI would have turned up, but it continued going down. So let's say we got a confirmation around here because the RSI kept trending downwards until it entered into the oversold territory. Now, let us look at another example, right? Let's see. Here, let's use this buy example. You can see that we had a bullish crossover around here, right? And then right after that bullish crossover, you can see that the RSI also confirmed the buy momentum as it kept trending upwards. Can you see that? And when the bullish crossover happened on the moving averages, the RSI was between the 50 level and the 70 level, showing that there is still ongoing bullish momentum. So you can consider entering a buy trade, setting stop loss below the previous swing low, and your take profits can actually be when you have a bearish crossover from the moving average. Because if you are using RSI, one of the limitations of the relative strength index is that if you have a strong trending market, the RSI value can remain in the overbought territory. So you might exit early. If you want to use your RSI for your exit strategy, you might actually exit early. So you can see that RSI actually entered overbought territory around here, but the trend still kept going on. So I'll recommend using the moving average crossover for your exit instead, all right, so that you can ride the trend for longer periods, okay? But as a scalper, you might eventually decide to be, exiting momentarily, like you can exit at intervals, right? Because you are a scalper, you can still decide to exit in as much as we are trading on small time frames, right? You can still decide to be exiting at intervals. For example, if you want to exit an interval, then you can pay attention to the RSI values. It's just that because the trend is strong, that is, if it is a strong trending market, you might likely find RSI navigating between the 50 and the 70. That is for a bullish trend. But for a bearish trend, you likely find RSI navigating between the 50 and the 30. So in the case of a bullish trend, you can enter and exit at overbought, and then you can enter a sell when the RSI drops below the 70, and when it gets towards the 50, you exit. And then when you start coming upwards, you enter another buy. And when it rises to the 70, you exit again, enter a sell, comes down, you exit as it gets to 50. But take note that if the trend is very strong, you might find RSI remaining overbought level for an extended period. So you have to be careful when you are trading against the trend. All right. Now, here are a few tips to get the most out of this strategy. Okay. Use short time frames. It's very important. All right. 1 minute or 5 minutes or 15 minutes. The maximum should be 15 minutes, right? Because you are a scalper. Okay. And always confirm signals from the EMAs, and, signals from the EMAs you confirm with the relative strength index to filter out false entries. Stick to your risk management plan to protect your capital also. It's very important. The EMA and RSI combination is a powerful setup for scalping XAUUSD. While no indicator guarantees success, this approach provides a strong foundation for making informed decisions in a fast-paced world of gold trading. All right, and there you have it, the best scalping indicator setup for XAUUSD. If this video helps simplify your trading strategy, give it a big thumbs up and share it with fellow traders. Don't forget to subscribe for more actionable trading tips and turn on the bell icon so you never miss an update. Comment below and let me know what your favorite scalping strategies are, or if there is a topic you'd like us to cover next. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.